Sammy Davis Jr.
This is where he fucked up at, y'all.
Is a representative of President Nixon's Committee on Drug Abuse. His objectives were to observe the military drug rehabilitation program, to talk with the troops, to report on race relations, and, of course, to entertain. Would you mind a reflecting time? There were problems working at remote locations, such as an inadequate power source for electric guitars and other instruments required by most entertainers today. But for Sammy Davis, it was like old times.
My co-authors of Yes, I Can, Bert and Jane Boyer, sat down. The first thing they asked me was what has been asked of me, I think, all of my life. Where do you get the energy from? What motivates you? How can you do so many things at once? Well, I think because this is the last show tonight, I am willing, and there are two Sammy Davis Jr.'s. It's quite simple. One you've seen occasionally, the other one you're about to meet now, who does some of my work too. I'd like for you to meet the other Sammy Davis Jr. Hi there, Sam. Hi. Listen, folks, before we go any further, I want you to know I had nothing to do with this television series. That was all his. Oh, thanks a lot. Fair is fair. I do your club dates. I did Golden Boy for you. Made most of your records. Wrote half of your book. But you ain't gonna hang this one on me, Pally. Folks, you had nothing to do with the TV series. If I had, I might have been a different story altogether. Well, what would you have done, Mr. Big Guy? Well, to begin with, I would have done the first show differently. I would have had big guest stars, like Charlie McCarthy, Howdy Doody, Hookla and Ollie, the real greats of show business. Oh, I mean, yeah. Do you think everybody would have been satisfied? It would have satisfied me. I'm what you might call your average Negro Jewish puppet. You were. Well, you may have been all right, but all in all, you may be right, but I think it was a pretty good season. My opening show was fresh and new. The critics raved and ranted too. Oh yes, I remember it well. The next three shows were really swell. I wasn't on, I couldn't tell. Oh yes, I remember it well. But then when I returned, I really came back strong. That's right, you did come back, but not for long. Well, here I am at season's end, and you're surrounded.